This is a story about the small green thing. The small green thing and the lovely hats, to be precise. The small green thing lives in fluffy gardens, a wonderful place to live. Our story begins with the arrival of the newspaper. Reg the Puppy smiled as he looked at the front page and saw a big picture of a hat.
It's that time again,
he said.
Time for the lovely hat contest.
Each and every year in Fluffy Gardens, there is a lovely hat contest in the town hall. Anyone can enter, and it is a lot of fun. One year, Wee Reg was the judge, but this year, George the mean yellow dog would be the judge. He would decide who had the loveliest hat. That's odd, thought Wee Reg. George hates hats. Wee Reg ran next door to Peapod Cottage to tell the small green thing all about the contest.
Who should enter?
Said Wee Reg excitedly. The small green thing wasn't so sure. He didn't have any lovely hats. At least, not one that could win the contest.
Well, you don't have to win,
said Wee Reg.
It will still be fun to enter, and it's always nice to see the other lovely hats.
He was right, of course. No matter who won, it would be a lot of fun. So the small green thing agreed to enter. Wee Reg was thrilled.
I'll help you choose a lovely hat,
he said. Just then, Lola the mosquito hopped by, backwards, wearing a yellow flower that smelled faintly of socks.
Oh, hello, Lola,
said Wee Reg.
Bananas,
said Lola with a smile. Lola is a very silly mosquito. As they chatted, Lola explained that this year she wouldn't be entering the lovely hat contest. Lola had actually won the year before. The prize was a hat stand, and she didn't need another one.
But I've heard that this year,
said Wee Reg,
the prize will be twice as good as last year's.
Lola, however, wasn't interested.
Well then, could you help the small green thing choose a lovely hat?
asked Wee Reg. Being a previous winner, Lola was quite the expert.
Pink pillows of pickles,
she said with a smile, by which she meant, I would love to help. She really is a very silly mosquito indeed. Together, the small green thing, Wee Reg the puppy, and Lola the mosquito tried to find the perfect lovely hat. They tried a small yellow green hat. They tried a thick blue woolly hat. They tried an upside-down bowl of custard. That was Lola's suggestion, and it was really very messy. But they couldn't find quite the right hat for the small green thing. So, they decided to make one. That afternoon, outside Peapod Cottage, the friends put together a very special hat for the small green thing. They started with some green felt and went from there. As they shaped it and added to it, more friends helped out. And by that evening, the small green thing had a very special hat. A hat made just for him. And he loved it. The next day was the day of the lovely hat contest, and everyone gathered at the town hall. George, the mean yellow dog, walked among the contestants. Tootie the elephant wore a very smart bowler hat. I hate that, said George. Una the owl wore a beret decorated with forest leaves. I hate that, said George. Harold the hammerhead shark wore a bicycle helmet. I hate that too, said George. The small green thing wore his very special hat made just for him. It was a little hat. I hate that, he said, and then added, but not as much. The small green thing smiled. That was the nicest thing George had said all day. And just as wee Reg had predicted, the small green thing had a great day. He got to see all the lovely hats and had lots of fun with his friends. And if he hadn't entered, he wouldn't have had such a lovely hat made just for him. But he didn't win. You see, even though she hadn't entered, Lola the mosquito, being very silly, happened to arrive wearing sausages on her head. George loves sausages. He instantly declared her the winner and announced her prize. A prize twice as good as last year's prize. 2 hat stands. Everybody cheered. Later that day, the small green thing asked what happened to Lola's prize-winning sausage hat, which had vanished mysteriously. George rubbed his tummy and said, I ate that.